You're right there, YouTube. It is Krakoon again, bringing you another gameplay commentary, man. Y'all know how it is. This is a pretty quick time commentary and all that kind of shit, and I'm resuming back with my new, well, not with my new, with my old commentary style, using the gold MPL. A sub requested it, so I said I was gonna bring it for him. And obviously we're on Hazard, and I'm still obviously playing the shit out of the Annihilation DLC. And what else was I gonna say now? There was another sub, yeah, as well. That, well, he's not really another sub, but I'll put the link in the description, in fact. And his name's Benty2526297. I don't even know, mate. Benty2529 or Benty. He's a sound guy. He's from Manchester. Y'all know how it is. Seeing as I'm giving a shout out, I'm gonna give a shout out to OG as well. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but fucking well, the last part of his name. OG. That's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to be known. End of discussion. OG. But pretty much go check these two guys out. But his first guy, this Benty here, he left a comment on one of my videos saying why I prefer to rather use the jammer more than any other equipment. And I gave him a little short reply, but I've been planning on doing a little commentary on this anyway. And seeing as though this is a pretty short commentary, I'm going to get into it pretty quickly and pretty much just get it out of the way and stuff of what I gave him a short explanation, but I'm going to give the full explanation upon it now. And it's pretty interesting really when you come to think about it, but any equipment but claymores takes skill. And obviously, like, if you use a claymore, you're a bitch. That's like the end of discussion. Seriously, the claymore does not take any skill. What? You plant down this explosive and then it blows up and gets a kill, or and the vice versa, that it rarely doesn't get a kill. So I don't know, man. Seriously, if you use a claymore, you're a bitch, mate, because I'm gonna run through it now for you and just trying to put it down for you nice and simple and everything. But the C4, it obviously takes a lot of skill to use because you got to throw it and then detonate it. You get two of them because it's it's like so hard to try and get kills. But obviously there are some good C4 people out there. And then obviously there's the motion sensor as well as the spy camera, which you have to derive information from it for it to be useful. And in my opinion, it obviously both affects the radar and the HUD. It obviously both affects that in two different ways, but I don't know. It's interesting, really. I don't really see the point in it. You've got to derive information from it, so it still takes more work from you for it to be efficient and everything. So I don't know, really. It's pretty interesting, really. And then there's obviously there's the jammer, in my opinion, which is the most efficient equipment, because it's the only one that's able to combat all other equipment, and no other equipment offers that capability. For instance, like, you can't use a spy camera to take out a jammer. Nah, the jammer takes out the spy camera and any and all other equipment. And I don't know, there's no other equipment that offers that. And plus, like, some of the other equipment is reusable, as well as, like, the jammer is as well reusable, as long as it doesn't get destroyed. But theoretically speaking, it should be considered an overpowered equipment just for that factor alone, but is overlooked due to people and their bitchness with gamers and sensors. And that's just the end of discussion, man. I mean, it's just fucking, it's just fucked up. And as I said, one of my subs brought it up, and it was probably just fucking got me thinking about it again, and just how, like, much of a piss take it is, really, and all that kind of shit. Because it's interesting. I don't know. It's just how it's just completely and utterly overlooked and is not taken really any interest of, because hardly anybody uses it. I mean, people use motion sensors more than the jammer, I reckon, and probably more. I don't know if I'd say spy cameras, because spy cameras seems like it's the most used shit, maybe second to C4, because people don't have a lot of skill. But there we go again. It kind of brings me back to what I was saying about developers and everything like that, and then they decide to put in these easy options for noobs at the game because they're not going to be able to, like, use it as much and shit like that. And I don't know. It's like the spike camera and the motion sensor are tailored for camping, because to be able to maintain their maximum like capacity of use or whatever, then you've obviously got to fucking be able to camp and maintain looking at your on like your radar and your hood or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to try and go. I'm trying to go proper more in depth to it than I can, because my vocabulary ain't that all that whatever. But pretty much, yeah. Wrap up the game. Obviously using a lethal kill streak up there with a chopper gunner, but I go 34-6, beasting with the MPL. Gold. Y'all know I love gold. I love gold. Gold member. Peace.